All right. All righty. Thank you guys for coming today. Does everybody have the papers? Everybody's got the papers? All right, today we're going to be going over something here. I got a question for you guys. Where is the money? Where is the money? In the client's pockets. That's true. Hopefully it's in your bank account at some point. The money's in the follow-up, right? The money's in the follow-up. Now, it's really simple. We always talk about how simple it is, right? It's not easy, but it's simple. The name of the game is conversations. Conversations should be getting you appointments. Appointments should be getting you follow-ups, and follow-ups should be getting you contracts. Who here can tell me, besides Devin, who here can tell me the average buyer or seller, how many touches they need before they convert? 11, that's right, 11, yes. It's really 7 to 12, but your goal should be 11. You should be thinking, my 11th one, I should have a contract. Here's a statistic. 80% of sales happen after the 5th contact. Most agents stop after 2. So let me ask you guys a question. We're all guilty of it, right? Who here has called a for sale by owner? Right, 1. Who here has gone on the appointment with the for sale by owner? That's 2. Who here didn't get the contract and never talked to the for sale by owner again? Yeah, we've all done it, right? We've all done it. We've all stopped at 2, right? 80% of the sales are going to happen after the 5th contact. So we need to keep that in mind while we're following up with people. Who here thinks or has had the mindset that following up might be a little pestering or a little annoying to the person you're following up with? And so we avoid it a little bit because we don't want to annoy people. Raise your hand. Who here has thought that way before? You're not alone. A lot of people think that way. A lot of salespeople think that way. A lot of new salespeople think that way. It is not pestering. It is professionalism. Following up is being a professional. Your doctor does what after the appointment? Yep. Your dentist does what after the appointment? They follow up. Being a professional, you have to follow up. Following up is professionalism. So I want you guys to change your mindset there. I want you to change your mindset. We're not pestering people. We are being professionals by following up with people. All right? Now, everybody has a piece of paper in front of them. The first question is, why do most agents fail to follow up consistently? Because of what? They're scared. Because of what? Because they're slackers. Any other? Why do we fail to follow up? They don't know what to say. They don't know how to follow up. Yes. Those are all good answers. I would say right down, they don't know what to say. They don't know how to follow up. Right? Okay, I already went to the appointment. I don't know what else to do. So we're going to go over that. So obviously you have the initial contact. Right? We'll just use a for sale by owner as an example. You have the initial contact, and you make the call, and you have a good conversation, and then your second touch, that would be your first touch. Your second touch should be, if you set the appointment, to reconfirm the appointment, right? Something like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow at 3. See you tomorrow at 4. And then you have your third touch, which is in person. Right? We're talking about a for sale by owner. Third touch is in person. That's when you're at the appointment. Now, after the appointment, I think, am I correct in saying that's where most of us are falling off? After the appointment, we have the appointment with the for sale by owner. The follow-up kind of goes off a cliff. We're waiting for them to reach back out to us, or we're just don't know what to say. Am I right in saying that? You kind of fall off cliff. I know that's where I struggled. So the very next thing after your appointment, what I think you guys should do is send a video message. Send a video message. Something like, hey, it was so great meeting you today. I'm super excited to work with you. You know, anything you need at all, this is my cell phone number. You already have it. Save it. I'm looking forward to helping you. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to whatever you guys talked about. And send that video. That should be your fourth, right? You're just solidifying who you are. Now, after that, it could be a follow-up text. It could be another video call. It could be another regular call. Email, drip campaigns. There's so many different things you can do. We're going to go over exactly what you can say. So if we're talking to a buyer, right? Let's say we're going to kind of go a different route here. So let's say we meet a buyer at an open house. The buyer at the open house, that's kind of the first touch. You want to send that video message. Thanks for coming to my open house today. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm looking forward to helping your family. You're going to send the MLS auto email that night. You're going to call them that night to show them what you sent on the automatic email. Now, after that, right? After that, let's say they kind of fall off the face of the earth or whatever happens. You want to follow up with them either through call or through text. And you want to say something like, hey, I'm just checking in. I found a new property you might love. That's the best way to get a buyer back interested, right? Is I found a property that's a really great deal. I think you might love it, right? You're going to immediately get them back. Who here has tried that before? You used a property to entice a buyer to restart the conversation with you. No? Okay, we need to do that because that's the whole reason why they started the conversation with you is because they were interested in a property. So if you bring up another property, they're going to be interested. So now the next one would be, we spoke recently, let me write down the first one. Buyers, property you might be interested in. Now, something else you could say is, hey, we spoke recently. I've been thinking about your goals. Or, hey, no pressure if now's not the time. I'm ready when you are. Give me some examples that you guys have that you may use to make follow-ups. Anybody got an example, something they would say? It could be to a buyer, it could be to a for sale by owner, something that's working. Something you can think of.
You should say, how's everything going? Just checking in. Any updates?
Good. Just asking. So we're talking about for sale by owner. Any updates on the property? I love that one. I always ask, if you're talking to a for sale by owner, you might say something like, hey, is there any updates on the property? Have you received any offers since the last time we met? That's a good one. Anything else? Any other potential follow-up? Just like one-liners, little thoughts that you have to get somebody back interested. No reason. That's why you guys, no worries. That's why you guys are here to learn. What I want to do is I want to pair you guys up for a few minutes. I want to pair you guys up, groups of two. You might as well just go with the person you're next to. And I want one of you to create a scenario, either as a for sale by owner or a seller lead or as a buyer lead. You can pick if you're a for sale by owner, an expired, referral. You could pick if you're a buyer, you could say you came from an open house, you came from, social media, wherever. You've already made contact. It's gone cold. Now I want the other person to come up with something that they're going to say. We're going to pretend like we're talking on the phone because that's the best way to do it, to get them back interested and to set a new appointment for the next step. Make sense? Does that make sense? Anybody need clarification on that? Good? Okay, let's go for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're role playing, getting a cold lead back interested.
What was that? What are you gonna do if they don't answer? Hello?
I think he's saying.
I was like, what'd you just do?
There you go. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Hey, did you just try calling me? Yeah, how's it going? Remember I came to the appointment last Wednesday and checked out your house?